sort of understanding my personality and realizing, all right, well, I'm adaptable, I'm easygoing, and I tend to be on the more polite side,
Mm.
just in dealing with others. I have a great aunt who is the polar opposite of that. She
Yeah.
is fiery. If she doesn't like something, she will let you know about it. She's rather impatient.
Uh-huh.
But, I my family is Soviet immigrants. It's very hard to
Okay.
leave the Soviet Union. They left in the early 1980s, or they tried to leave in the late 70s. They had to wait and fight for it somewhat. And
Hmm.
where was that push to leave coming from? It was coming from my great aunt. It was coming from her not being complacent, not being
Yeah.
adaptable, and saying, no, I'm not going to settle for this. We need to get out. And, in turn, in my life, just appreciating how much this completely different perspective added to my own life, how much I owe to that
Hmm.
is is a baseline for me realizing that I have so much to learn from others. I have so much to gain from hearing other perspectives. Doesn't mean I need to change how I am because I
Yeah.
can share my voice too and they can gain from hearing from me. And there are times when, you seeing my perspective is the thing they need to sort of to calm down and to,
Hmm.
to get themselves geared towards the most effective way of moving forward. But just gaining that kind of intellectual humility of, your idea, your way of looking at things is not going to always yield the truth. It's not going to always yield the best approach. I think that's a
Yeah.
real building block for any kind of conversation and an appreciation for interacting with others and learning from others that I think is really, really critical.
Yeah. While you were describing that, your great aunt was reminding me of myself, and my husband's more like you, more, you know, patient. He calms me down, but I can fire him up if it's like, all right, well, this, we need a little bit more action on something.
I mean, it's the
And you're
old
like, oh,
adage opposites attract.
mm-hmm.
And, when you complement each other, there is such a beauty in, in that kind of dynamic
Yeah.
when you are there to have this perspective to bounce off of and this way of looking at things to bounce off of. I think that's just so incredibly powerful at dealing with all of the things life throws at you.